Hey there guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Happy weekend. Today is a Friday. Bangladesh Friday is a weekend, Friday and Saturday. It's been raining quite nicely for the last couple of days. It's pretty cool morning, nice breeze, but it's kind of muddy everywhere. So peaceful and quiet, no school. Thankfully, I hate noise. So I woke up quite early. I had my coffee. I'll go for breakfast after a while after uploading the videos. So I already have done one video, one new fragrance, which is going to be uploaded alongside this. But as you guys love, I'm going to do a list. And just one very simple thing I would like to clear out. Many of the reviewers love doing lists. You have been seeing this. Then I already explained why people do so many lists. Simply speaking, for the numbers, okay? And those who do earn from YouTube, they need to get some views and stuff like that. So I also do this for that, but I try to put not just same fragrance all the time. I try to rotate. So here are 7 fragrances which are complement garners, and each single fragrance has certain story. And the first one, number 1, is the newest purchase out of all. So this one is already a nice perfume, but the rest, the 6, okay, the first 6, these all have story. And these are kind of fragrances, on most part they have to be sweet, and I notice sweet fragrances get complimented and noticed more because they are, one thing is more potent, perhaps last longer than fresher perfumes. And people, women in general, men, they like smelling sweet fragrances because sweet fragrances are nicer, right? So anything that's sweet is nice. If you have something bitter, or something skanky, highly likely it's not going to be appreciated, right? So hopefully you're doing good. Let's see what are the fragrances one by one, and if they're still worth it. So first fragrance I'm going to show you, Versace's Eros. Okay, I have the Parfum, I think here, yeah, the perfume version, and my EDT and EDP both sold out and used up both because I do decanting, so I did not buy them again. But I do have Eros Flame and this. Okay, so this is pretty much the same as Eros, but less fresh, less mint, less apple, but more on the vanilla and a little bit of a leather at the base. But in general, Eros, okay, now it's reformulated heavily. You can go for the EDP. EDP is just almost the same as the EDT, but more potent. This is a little bit less fresh compared to Eros. But what Eros did for me, I noticed women love this DNA. I get asked about fragrances like Cartier Declaration du Noir, for example, mostly from women because it has a rose note, nice little citruses. So women love something that smells familiar to them. Women love wearing sweet perfumes. They like wearing fruity florals, So this thing has an apple, original Eros, and then it has a mint, and then it has a tonka, and then vanilla. These 4 notes are all favored by women. So if you're looking to get, let's say, compliments are not a sure thing. If you are not the right personality, you never get compliments or asked anywhere. If your culture is not a very open culture, you will not get compliments. But I got asked by this fragrance, like, what are you wearing? Because this one at nighttime, when you sweat, and it's like it mixes with your sweat so nicely, it creates this nice little perfume on its own. So it smells different on different people, but it's very sharp. So I noticed Jeremy said that before, and I agree with him. Like in clubbing, when you sweat, this fragrance mixes with the sweat, makes you smell nice. Perfect night out fragrance. Eros still is, for me, an unique perfume, but maybe not as much talked about as before. Second one is the most hated fragrance I think I have seen on net, I think alongside Invictus, but I have both fragrances today. The fragrance I'm referring to is 1 Million by Paco Rabanne. Why you have to get this? I have many 1 millions in my collection, and they're all more or less nice in their own way. But original 1 million, it's again sweet. It has a blood orange, amber, leather, rose, these things, and this perfume is just a sweet, loud, obnoxious perfume. I understand, but normal people, mango people, or like general people, they don't have much idea on perfumes, or they don't know about notes or care for them. Normal people out there, when you wear this, they appreciate it. They're like, wow, your perfume is so nice. Go to the streets, like a normal random dude who stop you, like, what you're wearing, what kind of perfume is this? They take the name and then where to buy it. This is the kind of fragrance you get asked on. And most people would hate to admit it because this is literally NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, or those bands, boy bands that people never admit it. Hey man, I love that Backstreet Boy song. People will not admit it. I admit it. I used to listen to these bands, Spice Girls, all those bands, like Five, all those great bands, Boys to Men, Boyzone. They had great songs, and they still have some of the best songs on planet. But people like, we don't listen to anything. And when they close their door, they were like, hey, they listen to I Want You Back, or Tearing Up My Heart. So I am very proud of my time when I used to go to college and stuff. I used to listen to them. So this is literally like boy band kind of fragrance. So yeah, it is hated by fragrance enthusiasts, but this one gets a lot of notice. It's very strong still, sweet perfume, and I got compliments from this in my journey. People think that fragrance is pretty nice smelling, okay, and it's a sexy, just like that Eros clubbing fragrance. Next one is a fragrance I think I got asked from like some of my peers, my friends, especially those who know me very well. This is called Dolce Gabbana The One. Okay, I don't think it's supposed to be Dolce Gabbana. It's like Dolce Gabbana. Oh man, I'm saying the same thing. Anyway, D&G, safe. So this is the original. This was the fragrance. I think I bought my very first 5 fragrances in my journey officially, 2016 or 15. I bought Isimiaque Lode Sepurum. I bought Chanel Alirom Sport Au Extreme Edition Blanche, DHI. What else did I buy? This one, and I think CK Reveal, and then perhaps Daniel's Icon. These are my first few, and then also Fahrenheit, Ultra Male, Lamal. These are my very first like 10 buys. So this fragrance, I saw huge hype in community. Jeremy, every single reviewer back in the days 2016, 15, this was a sweetheart. And I think still this is one of the nicest DNAs with sometimes average performance, right? Lucky for me, the EDT version gives me great performance in high heat. So this fragrance essentially should be great for fall and winter, but I think this fragrance is great for summer mostly. It has a tropical fruit punch, it has a tobacco, it has what else? It has amber, and I think cigar feel. It is a very sweet, kind of like a grown up, sexy, kind of like a dark, sweet, like if you like Pure Heaven by Thierry Mugler. This is going to be right up your alley. And this fragrance, on me, I'm a darker person, so on my skin it pops really well. And I think, I don't want to be racist or anything, but I think this smells really good on people who have a little bit dark skin. It goes like chocolatey on them, but anybody can wear it. It smells so nice. So thing is, I got asked from my GF, she loved this DNA. I got asked from some of my best friends who were like, bro, what you're wearing, it's pretty nice, it's like it's projecting a lot, and you smell like it smells like an expensive fragrance. So this is not the most expensive perfume, but it's under $100 now. It used to be 45, 55. But this is a fragrance I would say try. It might work for you, and you might enjoy wearing this. If you don't enjoy wearing any of these, do not buy. Okay. Number 4, I think, according to the list, this is the only, I think, freshie that I have, which is a surprising one. I'll show you what this is. Man, this one got some dust. I haven't used it for a while. Okay. This is called Aventus Cologne. Okay, I don't have much juice left. It's like my last 20 ml or something. So this fragrance is not Aventus. This is younger take on Aventus, more apple, citrus, no pineapple officially. And they made Aventus Absolute, Aventus this, and Aventus for her. There are 4 in the family, and there's also something like, I also like Viking. Okay, that is not complimented, but it's one of the best underrated fragrances. Aventus Cologne, for me, in Bangladesh situation, it works more than Aventus. Aventus is a pineapple heaven. It has like woody, dry down, and it has some other citruses, fruitiness. But Aventus feels little bit like, for me, mild, cool weather, it works fine. In winter, it works fine. But all year round, this is the fragrance. For me, it worked, and it get great performance. It beats Aventus by like 3-4 hours more. Okay, these are not cheap fragrances, and I'm telling you, this perfume, for me, it's like when you go for a meetup or something, it's like Rogera Velicium and this Parfum Cologne and this, they get the same amount of notice, and people like, wow, it smells fresh. It hits you with a lot of citruses, apples, and then this is very wearable. And I think this is more crowd pleasing and modern take on Aventus, because Aventus can be sometimes a little bit heavy or something dark in there. Like I get sometimes, I don't really think it's suitable for warm weather. This was one of my more complimented fragrance, Aventus Cologne. It's expensive, definitely think before you buy. Number 3, number 2, number 1, all dark sweet fragrances. Okay, yeah, there is the Invictus. Okay, this is my favorite Invictus. This is Invictus Victory Elixir, and I do have a problem with these bottles because they have so many flankers now. Platinum, man, there's just, I lost track. And then Invictus Intense, Invictus Aqua, Invictus what else, there are so many out there, right? But this thing is the right amount of sweetness that I found, and the most potent. If I, oh, the legend was good too, but Invictus Elixir, it has a little bit of a blue at the base and dark, and I always buy this big 200 ml, looks great. The V looks like vampire V. This thing is a sweetness galore. What I love about it, when I wear this, if you like Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male, was that one, Elixir or Le Male Le Parfum, and if you like those sweet trends, like really strong, sometimes I think Azaro wanted, the most wanted parfum, those are the fragrances people really, get, like interested in. This is that big daddy of those. Okay, because it's Invictus line, people like, it sucks, it's Invictus, it's trash, but they wear at the same time Azaros, they're fine with it. This thing, just check out my review. This is, I forgot all the notes in it, but man, this fragrance is a beast. It can literally fill out a whole area if you have 5-6 sprays of it, and it smells great all year round, but nighttime is the right time to wear it. And I think the creaminess from it, the sweetness, the fruitiness, it has vanilla perhaps. It's one of the best perfumes. Just buy this one if you just want compliment. This is the fragrance. And if you're especially going out for dating, you're young and you're youthful in your heart, if you're going out and you want to get noticed, safe fragrance. Okay, Invictus Elixir Victory. So that's number 3. The next 2 are not as potent as this one, but they still are very high class. And in my journey, the number 2 got me a lot of notice. The new versions, I don't know how they are, but for me, I bought a new bottle. I think it's working fine. This is a Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Tom Ford Noir line, I reviewed Anthracite. I did Tom Ford Noir, Noir Femme, and I think I did a few of the other ones from these lines. But man, this fragrance is a classic one. And this one is a big bottle, and I absolutely love the color combination. Okay, this one has a kulfi note. This one has, I think, a cardamom. It has some sweetness. It smells like a delicious. You guys already know. This smells like a dessert. So man, the vanilla, everything, man. This fragrance is so beautiful. The previous batch that I had, it was a vintage version. If I took a shower even, it wouldn't go off my skin. Okay, that's strong this used to be. If I can keep it within like 5-6 months or 1 year, it's gonna give me the same result. I do prefer the Perfume a little bit more, but this thing is a masterclass. This thing is the right dating fragrance. Okay, this thing, whenever I wear it, Tom Ford, like what is Tom Ford known for? Sexiness, sexy thing. This is a sexy thing. Tom Ford Noir Extreme, definitely highly recommended. I got, I think most of my notices, like when I go out, dress up a little bit with a shirt, and it's like a dinner date and stuff, this kind of fragrance is the right fragrance to go for. So Tom Ford Noir Extreme. So the last one is my most favorite one out of 7 here. Perhaps is not as expensive as Tom Ford, perhaps is not as known as those other brands, not even like Creed, but this is the modern masterpiece. And I bought yesterday a new bottle. The time span I spent with it is like 3-4 months now. And when I wear this, man, first thing is, this is literally a niche version, when I call it a niche version of Layton, mixes with like Boss bottle, and it has its own thing. If you love apples, you can try this. This is Brioni EDP Intense. Yes, I am one guy, I'll keep pushing this perfume until it becomes like number 1 in everybody's list. Features this nice magnetic cap, beautiful packaging, minimalist. When you open this, when you smell it, this is the best thing you can smell in a perfume. Okay, like that. Okay, simple as that. It makes me so happy. I showed it to some of our fragrance community brothers. Someone took the Decant, he loved it. And when I wore it, people like, what you wearing? It's so familiar, but I cannot tell what it is. So this is the vibe. It is familiar, but it's not quite. It has some spices, it has some sweetness, it has some apples. And this fragrance is semi-dark, semi-fresh, semi-sweet, everything. It would be perfect fall, night out scent. And this thing, it can beat La Nuit de l'Homme for compliments. There you go. I think that's the perfect way to describe it. This is a modern day masterpiece. It is the sexiest fragrance in my collection. And I have quite a few fragrances that I love. Like I love the Perfect Tobacco. Is it called Perfect Tobacco? Yeah, Royal Tobacco. Sorry. Then I do have, I think my Angel Share. Some of my favorite ones are here, like 1 million or Naxos. This one beats them all. Okay, there you go. So this thing is like a lesser known fragrance. It's in my collection for a few months now, but this has already become like fragrance. I actually go heavy on the spray. That's the secret. Go 7. That way people will notice and it will last. Go some on shirt, go some on your neck. That's the way to wear this. Brioni EDP Intense for men. And I would like to review a few more from this house. Let's see if I can find them. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Hopefully you like this episode. Bye bye.